খবর
দেখা হলে না হলে দূরে সে কাছে থেকে হাসি মুখে তাকিয়ে শুধায়
কি খবর কি খবর কি খবর কি খবর কি খবর
Thank you and welcome everybody. That was our official Kee Khobor jingle created by our own Sohini and her husband Ranjan, who is an amazing songwriter and lyricist. You'll notice that lots of us are wearing our Kee Khobor t-shirts. And the t-shirts were designed by our very close friend Tahsina from Holud Gulab, and £10 of every t-shirt, so the profits for all the t-shirts go towards Rohingya learning centres in Bangladesh refugee camps. We're also going to be thanking all of our storytellers, or the first 50 storytellers, with our Kee Khobor t-shirts. We want the term Kee Khobor, which basically means what news, to be part of the colloquial language in this country, because we are here and we are British Bengalis and we are very, very proud. We've got two fantastic speakers, guest speakers. We've got Bishaka, Mashi, and we've obviously got the wonderful Hamza speaking to us later on. But let me introduce you first to my co-host, Tawheed.
Hey, Poppy, thank you very much. Hi, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here.
Through Kee Khobor, we are going to create a platform where people can tell their stories shamelessly. Like, shamelessly is really important. There is no shame in any of our stories. And when we do that, we create a safe space for the next generation to speak up and build. It's about compassionate dialogue. It's about moving from empathy to compassion.
It's such a simple project just to collect people's stories, but it can be so powerful. And for me, Kee Khobor is not just about the last 50 years of heritage, but it's about the next 50 years as well. Is there going to be a Bengali community in 50 years' time? What form or shape is that going to take? We have different races, different cultures, all identifying with being Bengali. Are we going to be a community that's inclusive enough to accept difference amongst us and to be able to heal and be able to really push the boundaries out in a way and set an example for other communities?
Yeah. And that's what Kee Khobor has to do. It has to create a vision and a space for the next generation to step in and grow from. Bishaka Mashi, you are an artist and you're a creative director, and dance has played a big part in your world.
Dance means like breathing air. It kind of helps me to survive. That's how in many, many situations I have been able to do something which would have been otherwise quite difficult and unusual. But that was possible because I was driven by my dance. When we started, there wasn't that kind of very strong community organizations to support. It is changing now, and now we have got a network of good community organizations. But when I first started, nobody really kind of believed, or it was not in their thinking that it could be a profession and somebody's trying to do it seriously. But when I was considering this question, what does it mean to me? At the end of it, I realized that it gives me self-confidence, and that is really what makes you carry on. You give love to everyone, try to belong, be responsible, and you get it back 1,000 times more.
Bishaka Mashi, that is amazing story. Thank you so much for sharing your stories and your wisdom and your love of dance with us today. Hamza, let me invite you into the conversation. You are an icon. What got you into football?
My mum, I think I've said it quite a few times, but I think as a kid I had quite a lot of energy. I was probably driving her up the wall, so she took me to an open day at Loughborough University, and from there I sort of fell in love with football. And then from then on, it's been a big part of my life every day, and it's obviously I'm lucky enough to do it professionally now. So my trips to Bangladesh, we used to go every year. I think I stayed there for like 9 months when I was a baby. So I think at one point I probably spoke more Bengali than I did English. We're from Hobbyganj in Sylhet, so we used to live in like a little village. It was amazing. It was amazing for for a kid to go over there and sort of embrace your culture, because it's different to the Western culture we live in. We felt so free over there, and it's a very like tight-knit community, and everyone looks after everyone, and it was such a big part of our childhood, and we used to all go over as a big family, and you know, it was a really good time.
And who were your role models within your family?
I think my mom is probably my biggest role model. She's an amazing woman. I think she's in the chat somewhere, so I'm sure she'll say
Hi, Hamza's mum. What advice would you give to people that are getting into a sector or an industry that actually, you know, they don't see enough people like themselves in?
There's nothing to be scared of, you know. There's a first for everything. Don't go into anything with too much pressure on your shoulders, and give it your best shot. You don't want to, at the end of the day, turn back and see someone else do it, or not reach the goals you've set, and feel guilty because you've not done everything you could do. So for me personally, it's just working as hard as you can, and don't give yourself or anyone else any excuses.
I love that. Thanks, Hamza. Thank you so much for joining us today. Loving the Kee Khobor t-shirt on you.
Thank you, Poppy. Thank you, Hamza. Hamza, you're an amazing role model and inspiration for the younger lads and the girls around us. Can I just bring this whole event, this reception online to an end? Would have been so much better in person, but it's wonderful to be able to connect with everyone all over the country. And I can see people are connected from abroad as well, as far as Bangladesh. So it's a real privilege to have everyone on. Want to thank everyone. Sign up to the website, and really thank you very much, everyone, for the lovely chats you've been posting, all the messages going out, and everyone that we've had on today. So I think for Bangladesh's 50th anniversary, it's been a really great event. I want to introduce Sahini, and you're going to bring this whole thing to a beautiful end. Just to introduce everyone to Sahini, she's a British Bengali singer, and you produce some beautiful versions of classical Bengali songs. I understand you're a specialist in Nazrul Giti.
It is Amar Sonar Bangla by Tagore or Robi Thakur, and we wanted to present it. So my band, this is a huge joke amongst my friends that I was born in London, and yet here I am singing in this country in Bangla. So this is what we call Bengali music with a London sound, and we hope you like it.
शोभा की छाया गो की स्नेह की माया गो की आंचल बिछाएছ बटेर मूले नदीर कूले कूले मा तोर मुखेर बानी চির